Medieval towns revolutionized life in the Middle Ages, shifting from manorial systems to bustling urban centers. Understanding adverbs enhances this narrative by identifying verbs they modify, while mastering the use of to, and to refines language precision. Morphology, particularly the prefix and dash, empowers students to decode and construct new words effectively. Today, we'll explore the dynamics of medieval manors and towns. We'll analyze how these structures influenced life during the Middle Ages. In our grammar segment, we'll focus on adverbs and their relationship with verbs, enhancing our understanding of sentence structure. Additionally, we'll delve into morphology, examining the prefix n to decode unfamiliar words effectively. In the Middle Ages, life on a manor was structured around obligations to the local lord, while towns faced challenges like disease. Understanding verbs and adverbs is crucial. Action verbs depict actions, linking verbs connect subjects to descriptors, and adverbs modify verbs, indicating how actions occur. Consider sentences like, "We walked cautiously on the icy bridge." In the Middle Ages, people were primarily concerned with obligations to their local lords and securing a place in heaven. Town life was marked by disease and unsanitary conditions, while manors were dominated by powerful lords. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for grasping medieval societal structures and their impact on daily life. Medieval towns transformed life in the Middle Ages, primarily fueled by trade. Merchants played a crucial role, buying and selling goods, which led to the emergence of bustling markets. This economic activity not only strengthened towns, but also altered social structures, paving the way for a more dynamic and interconnected society. Medieval towns thrived with the hustle and bustle of markets and taverns. Curfews ensured order, while apprentices learned trades from skilled craftsmen. The growth of trade transformed daily life, as merchants and markets became central to the economy. This vibrant environment shaped the social and economic fabric of the Middle Ages. Medieval towns were bustling hubs, enclosed by protective walls with gates as the sole entry points. Streets were narrow and muddy, lined with tiny townhouses. Market days filled the air with cries of vendors selling produce. Rats thrived on discarded trash, while church bells marked time and called people to worship, painting a vivid picture of medieval life. Medieval towns were bustling with activity, characterized by crowded and muddy streets. People navigated through narrow lanes, surrounded by small townhouses and market stalls. The atmosphere was lively, with vendors selling goods and the sound of church bells echoing. This vibrant environment was a stark contrast to the quieter countryside life. During the Middle Ages, towns expanded as trade flourished, leading to job creation and migration from the countryside. This economic shift birthed a middle class, comprising merchants and craftsmen. Guilds emerged, regulating trade by controlling wages, prices, and quality, ensuring merchants' prosperity and influence within town communities. Skilled craftsmen, including carpenters, papermakers, and blacksmiths, were vital in medieval towns. They formed guilds to protect their trades, ensuring only the highly skilled could join. Towns buzzed with activity from Monday to Saturday, with markets bustling and shops opening early. Amidst this, pickpockets and purse snatchers were also present, taking advantage of the busy streets. Pickpockets and purse snatchers were prevalent in medieval towns, targeting individuals carrying valuable possessions. The bustling markets and crowded streets provided ample opportunities for these thieves to operate discreetly, making them a common concern for townspeople. Charters granted townspeople the right to self-govern, challenging the feudal system. Merchants and craftsmen paid lords for these charters, allowing them to make their own laws. This shift led to economic growth and the rise of universities, with institutions like Oxford and Cambridge becoming key learning centers, supported by wealthy churches. The shift in decision-making, allowing townspeople to create their own laws, weakened the feudal system's power structure. Lords lost some control as towns gained autonomy. Wealthy churches played a crucial role in establishing universities, fostering education and intellectual growth in towns, further transforming societal dynamics. The Black Death, spread by fleas on rats, thrived in overcrowded, unsanitary medieval towns, Waste was discarded in streets, polluting water and spreading disease. Fires were common due to close quarters and straw roofs. Towns had gates to control entry and exit, with tolls collected. Watchmen and public assistants were crucial for maintaining order. Medieval towns were highly susceptible to fires due to the close proximity of houses and the use of flammable materials like straw for roofs. City walls and gates served dual purposes, protecting against external threats and containing criminals within until they were apprehended. This infrastructure was crucial for maintaining order and safety in densely populated areas. An apprentice is someone who learns a trade by working with a skilled craftsman, often without pay. Families arranged this training, and apprentices lived with their masters, rarely returning home. Curfew bells, initially for tavern-goers, signaled everyone to return home, marking the end of the day in medieval towns. Training as an apprentice involves living with your master, working without pay, and being part of their household. After years, you become a journeyman, earning daily wages. Eventually, you may submit a masterpiece to the guild. If accepted, you become a master craftsman, potentially opening your own shop. In the Middle Ages, women had limited legal rights, yet some wielded significant influence. Queens advised kings, and widows without sons managed estates. Women could become skilled artisans or merchants, and some joined the church as nuns. Notable figures include Empress Matilda, who led an army, and Abbess Hildegard, a prolific writer and composer. In the Middle Ages, townspeople avoided polluted water, opting for ale, a drink made from grain. Surnames often reflected occupations. For instance, shoemaker indicated a cobbler, while cooper referred to a barrel maker. These naming conventions provided insights into medieval professions and societal roles. Trade expansion in the Middle Ages led to the rise of towns and a burgeoning middle class, including merchants and craftsmen. Life on a manor involved serfs working long hours under a lord's control, while town life for merchants was bustling, with shops opening early, crowded living conditions, and frequent fires. Universities emerged as banking systems supported wealthy churches. Guilds and apprenticeships were central to town life, fostering skill development and economic growth. Lords wielded significant power on manors, dictating serfs' daily routines. Towns saw the rise of a middle class and the establishment of universities, highlighting their role as centers of learning and commerce. Manors remained agricultural hubs, with serfs laboring from dawn to dusk. The word emerge means to become known or come into existence. For example, a butterfly emerges from a cocoon. It's a verb, and its antonym is disappear. Let's practice. If a pink bud appears in spring, it has emerged. If snow melts, it has disappeared. Can you think of examples where something emerges? Today, we'll explore verbs and adverbs. Verbs describe actions, like walk or run, while adverbs provide details about these actions, often ending in lie. For example, quickly describes how someone runs. Remember, adverbs modify verbs, similar to how adjectives describe nouns. This understanding enhances sentence clarity and detail. Write quiet on the board, noting it's an adjective. Transform it to quietly by adding lie, making it an adverb. Use examples like talk quietly. For quick, change it to quickly to describe washed. Highlight verb placement and adverb positioning in sentences like, my teacher read slowly. Guide students through activity, page 6.2. Identify the verb in the sentence and underline it. Convert the listed adjective to an adverb by adding lie and write it in the blank. Explain how the adverb describes the verb, marking it with additive and drawing an arrow. Complete activity, page 6.2 independently. Discuss homophones like to, and their meanings. The prefix on dash, meaning in or to make, transforms root words into verbs. For instance, adding on dash to sure creates ensure, meaning to make certain. This morphological change is crucial for understanding word formation and usage in sentences, as seen in examples like enlarge and ensure. Let's explore the prefix and dash, meaning in or to make. Consider enamor, derived from Latin amor, meaning to charm. It's a verb, as in, we were enamored with the island. Similarly, enlarge means to make bigger, and enable means to make it possible. These transformations illustrate how n alters meaning and part of speech. Let's explore spelling words related to knights, castles, and chivalry. Focus on words like acquire, establish, and fatal. Notice the schwa sound in fatal's second syllable. Practice these words, paying attention to unique spelling patterns. Use the individual code chart to understand these patterns better, enhancing your spelling skills. Let's explore the pronunciation and syllabication of key spelling words. Acquire is pronounced kier, with an ear digraph syllable type. Establish is /establish/, featuring closed syllables. Fatal is fei-tel, with an open e type. Understanding these patterns aids in mastering spelling and pronunciation, enhancing literacy skills. Transforming a simple box into a fort illustrates how change can be positive. Similarly, when activities at a party unravel due to lack of order, it highlights the importance of structure. Students should use activity pages 6.4 to 6.6 at home to reinforce their spelling skills, ensuring they are well prepared for assessments.